Yo, welcome to the Scoop with Dukes. We are live on a Tuesday night. Got some NBA going on. A lot of interesting press conferences from last week. Last week's slate of games had a Coach Prime presser today. Hugh Freeze press conference yesterday. He was also on Tiger Talk that yesterday evening. Some big games coming up in college football. Georgia, Florida. We're going to see how that game transpires. The world's largest outdoor cocktail party. Uh, Big game in Auburn. Kentucky comes to town. You also got Colorado and Arizona. What game? As you come in, drop your location, drop where you at. Yeah, man, it's been crazy day, man. So, but I made a promise earlier. I said we're gonna jump on live today, so I want to make sure I held up my end of the bar. Oh, monetization on. Thank you. Let me go turn that on right quick. It Tuesday night, as always, man. Open forum. Ask your questions. Y'all know super chats go to the front. We could also, if anybody wants, I mean, we never recap the verses. Talk about who you would like to see in the verses. It's a lot to talk about. But we're gonna turn on this monetization real quick. Like, what y'all watching tonight? Get that monetization on and popping. Hold on one second. I'm gonna catch this call. Y'all keep coming in. Drop your location in. Hold on. Yo, what's up, fool? You good? All right, y'all. I'm back. That was my big dog OG call, so we had to take that call right quick. What's up, chat, man? So let's go see where everybody is. Did I see a super chat come through? I think I did. Tim Tucker with the $1.99 super chat. He says, "Please tell me Freeze is fired soon." I tell you what, you go out here and you lay an egg at home. If you go out here, and I say this every week, if the offense, if you get another one of those super heroic uh, defensive performances, and the offense doesn't score any points, it can be week to week. So that's what I will say. But it looks like Auburn isn't concerned about making that move right now. They just aren't. But Cohen isn't still haven't really gotten that vote of confidence from Auburn's powers that be. So it could happen sooner than later. Aretha Burton said, "Oh, now it's just my Dothan, Alabama in the building." Who is that from Dothan? Auburn Orange and Blues. What's up, Auburn Orange and Blues? Oz Bryant. What's up, my boy? Hey, happy birthday, my boy. Yeah, yeah. I saw you on the October's very own. I saw you on the morning run earlier. Yeah, I ain't forget again for sure. Yeah, boy. Mr. Big Play B Ray said it might be better to wait till next year with all the coaching changes. Man, it went from Auburn being one of the biggest jobs in the country to, man, Auburn may end up being fifth on the list. I mean, by the time it's over with, you think about it. LSU is one, Florida is two. Shoot, would you say that Florida State is a better job than Auburn? Depending on who you ask. But Florida State looks like it's going to come open. So, and then Penn State, would you think that Penn State is a better job than Auburn? I ain't sure. So, I mean, Auburn would. I think it depends on who you ask. Now, of course, I'm gonna think that Auburn is a better job than Penn State, but it's a lot of people who feel like Penn State may be a better job than Auburn. You know, but it's not as cut and dry as it was before. When you look at all the candidates that are being talked about, there's only so many candidates to go around for so many programs. Man, what if Oklahoma were to come open? That's a monster. And I thought Alabama fans were bad. Boy, Oklahoma fans are crazy. Oz Bryan said, man, I just got off the phone with somebody who was asking me, do you think Coach Prime would go to Florida State if they asked him? I mean, not 15 minutes ago. I mean, a big dog was asking me what I thought. A big dog. James Starlin says, if Auburn goes after Summerall and really want him, they will do it now. Man, so I like Summerall. You know, some people don't feel like he's done enough. I think you got to get one of these G5. For me, give me a G5 guy who's built winners. Give me a young. He reminds me of like a young Sig, like a younger Cignetti. Like, I wouldn't mind Summerall. Now, I wouldn't be mad at James Franklin or another guy, but I would want to strike the catch lightning in a bottle with the younger guy. That's the only thing is I kind of want. I wish Auburn could get it right with an offensive coach. I wish they could. I really wish Auburn could get it right with an offensive-minded coach. Man, that would be lovely, right? Just because it seems like no matter how the offense looks, Auburn always figures it out on defense. It's very rare when you see Auburn. It's been a few years, but Auburn always figures it out on defense. But I would love to see Auburn with an offensive-minded coach that's running something cutting edge again. Man, that feeling you got when Gus Malzahn 2013 when that offense with Trey Mason, that offense was just eating people up. I remember being at the SEC championship game versus Missouri. That was the Michael Sam team, and that defense was going crazy. And Auburn just literally, no pun intended, manhandled them, dog. What's up, Yaya? What's up, Vaughn? I like Golis. I like that. I do like Golis. I like South Florida's program. They run a good program. Shout out to my man Alex Fagan too. The GM down there, man, super cool guy, man. Good friend of mine. Starlin says, of course, if LSU offers, he would take it, no doubt. But I believe if Ole Miss is open and Auburn is open, that's where he wants to go to. I think you got to take Auburn over Ole Miss. I think the only reason Lane Kiffin didn't was because he was already at Ole Miss, and I don't think he viewed Auburn as that much of an uptick over Ole Miss when you already have something going. But it's interesting to see how people view different programs because it seems like, of course, Florida's viewed as a better program and LSU is viewed as a better program or better job than Auburn. But I think Auburn with the right man, what if Auburn just would have went ahead and pulled the trigger on Kirby Smart when they had the chance? I don't know if Kirby ever goes to Georgia. If Auburn would have pulled the trigger on Kirby Smart when they had the chance, I would hate to see them miss again. Auburn Orange and Blue said Malzahn and Durkin would be lit. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just think that Malzahn thing, it got so bad last time. I wouldn't even want to. Man, you know what? I saw on my way back from Arkansas last weekend. Guess who was on my flight? Coach Malzahn was in Coach Malzahn was in first class. He flew commercial. So I don't know if he was. I don't think he was on a coach. I don't think he was going to interview for the Arkansas job. I think because he's really from Arkansas, so I think he just had some business to handle up there. But on their bye week, but I 1,000% saw Coach Malzahn. I spoke to him too on the flight back from Arkansas on Saturday. Salty Vet in the building. Von Randall said, I like the content you've been doing with Jay on Primetime for sure, man. So we're gonna continue to do that show, man. We'll probably drop it every Monday. We might drop it. We might drop another episode tomorrow. It's always fun recording with Jay, man. Good guy, man. Power to the people. My dog Jay, man. And go check out this channel, Primetime CFB, for sure. Saban back to LSU will be so lit. I just don't think Saban going back to coaching, man. But that would be lit. I just don't see Saban. I like seeing Saban. I want to see Saban and Belichick on the same panel, just talking. Speaking of Belichick, if Bill Belichick struggling in college football doesn't tell you how hard college football is and how hard football is, period, at this level. I know it's a ton of guys out here, that watch film, and I respect, like, Brooks Austin is one of the best. It's the guy who sounds like John Gruden on Instagram. He's a killer with it, Matty Dubs. And still, guys like Bill Belichick can't be successful or haven't been successful. It is hard to do, man. So I just ask everybody, I know it's easy to be a Monday morning coach or a Monday morning quarterback, but man, we still just got to drop a little respect on these coaches' names. And we get upset because, mind you, I don't think anybody in Atlanta has a hotter seat than Raheem Morris. They ready to see Coach Morris up out of here. And they were in love with Raheem last year. It's so funny, like with Coach Morris. This is how you know the seat is hot in Atlanta. Last year, everybody was so happy when he got hired because they were like, hey, Atlanta, Wakanda. Oh, yeah, we got a coach named Raheem. Not too long after we had a mayor named Keisha. But now Raheem, that coach named Raheem that everybody was so excited about, now it's, hey, buddy with them Capris and get on up out of here. Yeah. Tell buddy with them Capris going, we'll holler at you. That's what they're saying in Atlanta right now. So it's hard being a coach, dog, for sure. And like I said, though, it's hard for me to feel completely bad for somebody making money to go to not coach, or people or millionaires, but it's a hard job regardless. And money don't make everything perfect. Got another super chat, Perry Unlikely. Let me see, man. Let me pull this on screen. Thank you, man. Perry Unlikely with the Shaq said $4.99 super chat. Perry Unlikely said, I'd offer Lane $15 million a year for 8 years. Buyout kicks in after year 4. I like Summerall too. Remind Lane that Auburn wanted him when LSU and UF didn't. Man, Lane Kiffin is such a troll, dog. I love it though, man. I would love Lane Kiffin to be my. That's who I wanted last time, to be honest. I'd agree. Offering 15. I don't know if 15 million gonna be enough now. I think Jimmy Sexton is about to go off. I think it's going to be some real money spent in this portal because the more jobs that come available, if Florida State becomes available, if Auburn becomes available, this thing is going to get crazy, crazier and crazier. I mean, they said Oklahoma has a chance. What if Sark goes to the NFL and Texas comes available? That's automatically, they jump to number 1. And usually when you hear these rumors, like, and somebody puts their name on it as far as being a source, like Diana Rossini, she put her name on that article. I think where smoke is fire. So Sark, and somebody told me Sark was looking around before that article came out. So what if Texas comes open and Sark is just like, you know what? I'm good. With that roster and that recruiting class and those resources, man, please. The NFL is going to the NFL is probably going to poach a college coach this year. We just don't know from what program. Like, if you're the Titans, would you go get Curt Cignetti? Very unlikely. If you pair, I appreciate the $1.99 super chat, my dog. I'm over in the super chat side, so I haven't seen it. I'm gonna get back to the comments, but as the super chats come in, I just stay on this side. If y'all don't know, it's kind of like you got the super chats and the live chat. So I'm in the super chat now, but I'm gonna get back to the live. But y'all keep talking. Very unlikely for $1.99 said, thank you for that, my brother. He said, if you pair Lane with Durkin, look, have mercy. Lane with Durkin? Smirkio? What? Man, the way they got this defense playing, the defense is geeked up, boy. Man, and it seems like like even watching Ken Lee this year, how geeked up he's been after he makes a play. Physicality they're showing. Jay Crawford, he got the dig him up celebration, man. Like Auburn's defense has been fun to watch. If Keldrick Faulk is if you got a potential top 5 pick, for sure top 10 pick, who's probably been your third best player, and he's a top 10 pick in this year's draft, that's an elite defense. Appreciate that super chat, my brother. Auburn Orange and Blue 4594 said, crazy question. You think Landon will leave Oregon? Man, I asked, okay, cool. I asked Carl Reed on the morning run. Shout out to Coach Carl Reed. And he said he's got a great relationship with Dan Lanning from his time as a high school coach at St. Louis. State championship winning high school coach. And he said he don't think there's no Coach Reed said he didn't think there was any way that he would leave Oregon. One, because he's really like a Midwest guy, not a traditional Southeastern Conference guy. Two, and that's who would be that's where the job would be to get a Dan Lanning. I don't think you can get him with another job. You would have to be one of those. And two, in the NIL era, where would you get more money than Oregon? And now I've never been to Oregon, which is the next thing that he asked me, which was, have you been to Oregon? Because if you have, you'll see it's a place like no other. Like it's crazy out there. And that's why they're able to recruit with the national imprint. You just got to get people out there. If Eugene ever had like if there was like, the only thing Oregon needs is like a bigger airport closer. It's a little ways away when you fly into Portland, because I was supposed to go. I was supposed to take a visit to Oregon 2 years ago with a player, and we ended up he ended up committing to another school, so we canceled that visit. But we were gonna fly into Portland to get the black truck, and they said it was a little while away. But yeah, I think I don't think he leaves Oregon. Now but you know what? Enough money, anybody, man, $20 million to go to Texas, I think he goes. Sabrina Blankenship said, Landon not leaving Oregon. They have the yep. Oregon love making money for sure. Von Reynolds said, do show monetization on? Yep, it is. Thank you. I appreciate that. Salty Vet in the building. Yeah, man. So another rough victory. Another rough weekend for Colorado last week. Utah game. Is it time for Juju? I play him at this point against Arizona. I'd say it's Juju time. Oh yeah, if y'all haven't already, man, make sure y'all go check out International Voice. The link is in my description on this live. They got this dope. I always show this sweatshirt. I got the purple and orange one too, but that Jesus Christ, the way, the truth, the light. Dope sweatshirt, man. Very fairly priced. They got some really nice items on there. So make sure you go out there and check them out at International Voice. Jewel, what's happening? What's up, Ken? The boy Dor Ken. I'm thinking your name Ken Dorsey. What's up, my boy? He said should have played him from the jump. Why you think Coach saying Juju ain't? I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna find out though, because I think if he don't play this week, it will say a lot. Man, how long can your leash be? And, you know, of course, I always say any coach, no, like any coach at that level, they're gonna know more about football. They're gonna forget more about football than I'll ever know. But of course, I would love to see Juju play. Or you play him in the last three to Salty Vet's point, so he can still keep his shirt. Jules said, "Good evening, chat." Auburn Orange and Blue said 4594. God bless you and your family. Hey man, appreciate that, my boy. Thank you, man. Yeah, he obviously a red shirt this year. But the thing is, I don't think Jew had plenty. It's one of those things you red shirt him. But shoot, man. I think by the time Jew finishes, a lot of people are taking into consideration that you're gonna get the 5-5 rule or be there. And Jew playing ain't the play, 4 more years. If he played this year, he got 3 at the most, and he's trying to ride out. Oh, that's Smuggles. What's up, boy? Kent Shea. Yeah. Smuggles my nickname. Okay, that's my boy Smuggles, the descendant of a righteous king. Dort, for sure. International Voice merch link. It's in the description. I will hold Juju over until next year. See, yeah, I mean, a lot of people feel different about it. I think to help with recruiting, I will play him this year. Like let him get some snaps, especially if it's 4 games left. Maybe they hold him out till next game, but if he got 3 games, I mean, you burn a year for 1 extra game? That remains to be seen. But I think he's got to play in the next 2 games, and I think you still got to start getting them meaningful reps in practice. King on the Throne said Warrior Clipper. What's up, boy? King is crazy. Warrior Clippers about to tip off on League Pass. Yeah, let me see what's going on. James Stoller said, "You think what's up, James?" He said, "You think Ashton Daniels starts the rest of the season in court?" He should. He should. I mean, he made me. I was at the game. Even though it didn't look like it, that game, the momentum was all Arkansas. That game was built for Auburn to lose, and he steadied the ship, and they won. That was the most confident I had seen Arkansas play all year when it came to defensively. And he steadied the ship, and they won. I think you got to start him, dog. I think you got to. I think if you don't start him, you're gonna lose the team. I mean, you got to, man. He won. I mean, he won. I don't think Jackson Arnold wins that game. I think it's that simple. Okay, I still got the Knicks and the Bucks on. Let me see. King on the Throne said, "Man, boy, you trying to get me killed in here." He said, "Dukes, which job you see CP taking in, Coach Prime taking in the offseason?" Man, I would say, first of all, I think he's gonna stay in Colorado. I'd love to see him take that Auburn job. Of course, I would. Coach Prime at Auburn would be crazy. But I could see him taking it if he were if something happened and he were to leave Colorado. I would say Florida State for sure. If I don't think he's going nowhere. Yeah, Rodney Dinkins. What's up, man? My boy from the 912. Right, Dickens said play him so he won't hit the portal and help with recruiting for sure. You got to give him something to come back for. He gonna get some type of reps there this year. Aretha Burns said, "How you feel about CU in Arizona this week?" CU is much better. They're not crazy with the run game, so I feel better about it because they primarily passing team, and we over the past 2 years, running teams have had their way with Colorado for the majority for the most part. You play smash mouth football, you're gonna have a good chance to win against Colorado, is what the last 2 years have showed you. So I'd say I feel better about Colorado's chances against Arizona as they are primarily passing team. Health problems are concerned, yeah, for sure. Some people will be concerned about that. I'm not particularly, just because he does stuff and like get surgery one day and go back out the next. Arizona lost a lot of close games to see. Now almost beat BYU. Nah, you know what? The only team that whooped them this year was Iowa State. Every other game was every other loss they had was a 1-score game. Yeah, they I think BYU was a touchdown, and then the other game they lost by a field goal. G Bama said, "G Bama, boy, what's up with them Panthers in the man?" Had to get my own profile picture going. Panthers fan, but nah, we're gonna put that to the side for right now, G. Now, my boy G said, "Why did Freeze choose Arnold over Pavia? Auburn would be 8-0. That defense, I don't know. You would think that Coach Freeze would have said, yeah, give me Pavia because I know what he can do. But I'm wondering this. Would Pavia be Pavia in this game? I don't know. Maybe it worked out the best for everybody, or at least for Pavia. I don't know. But yeah, if it was me and Pavia been whooping, even when he was at Liberty and Pavia was still at New Mexico, man, he was still giving them folks problems. Even though Liberty won, he still gave them a problem. Salty Vet, Juju already played in one game. He can only play in 3 more this year. If he plays in all 4, he will burn a year. Right. And my thing is, some people, I know some folks, would say that game would be worth it. You're going to play 5 this year and play 2 more full seasons, and you have a third. I mean, I think Ju's trajectory ain't to be in college 5 years from now in the first place. So I think that's what's going on. I tell you what, hey, if they do, that's my offensive coordinator for sure. If Mississippi State fired Jeff Lebby, Auburn, you got your offensive coordinator. Durkin and Lebby will go crazy. Durkin, Deuce Nut, man. Let's say Freeze is not the guy next year, and they give it to Durkin. I ain't saying that's what they're gonna do, but let's say they give it to Durkin, and he hires Jeff Lebby, bruh, over with. My boy Willie Walker Wilson, what's up, boy? He said, "What's down, Deuce? What's down?" What they say in New Orleans? Why? Why? Like BG. He said, "What's down, Dukes? Didn't I tell you No Limit was going to whoop Cash Money and prayers up for Young?" Yeah, man, I heard Young Bleed was in the hospital. I saw P praying for him today, man. Prayers to him. Oh, what happened to Young Bleed? But yeah, man. Now listen, No Limit did whoop Cash Money. But man, if Wayne would have been there, I know if was a fifth, we'd all be drunk, and I'm sober as a nun right now. But if Wayne was there, even when they was rapping Wayne verses, it was going crazy. And I know we can say, okay, what about Mystical? But yeah, Mystical being there would have been crazy too. But Wayne, Mystical has some crazy stuff. I think it really showed us like it's just two different types of music. Like No Limit was really like crunk music before crunk music got started. I was listening to like some, them posse cuts from No Limit. Like, honey, what? We soldiers, all that old stuff. No Limit Soldiers. I remember being in ninth grade when that came out. Let's get ready to rumble. That's what it sounded like, a fight. The lyrics, everybody fighting. It was like tear the club up, 3-6 Mafia type energy. But man, when P dropped that Bout It, I forgot how hard Bout It was. Good gracious. Man, that Bout It, Birdman goes with I'm the number one stunner. I started this, woo. Man, P said, yeah, I was uptown too. And P dropped that Bout It. I don't even know what kind of sound that was. That whatever sound that is, well, it's damn near hypnotic. I was like, and mind you, this is fresh. I just watched I was on the road. I was flying. I was traveling Saturday, so I missed the verses. And so I just watched it this morning. When that Bout It dropped, over. G Bama said Levy is a great OC. I'm telling you. Who do you see being Colorado's OC next year? We all know it's not Pat. Man, well, y'all better leave Pat alone. Oh, yeah, leave Pat alone, man. We'll see. King of Thrones said you got to fire Levy after choking that Texas game. Yeah, man, I take him at OC in a heartbeat, buddy. Oh man, Young Bleed had a brain aneurysm. That's crazy. Apostle 06 said, "You think CU need a new OC next year?" Oh, I don't know. I tell you what, I think I know Ju got a good relationship with Sherman. Juju, I feel like, but I think Juju, they like that pro style offense. I do know that. So we'll see. Warren Grant, what's up? Warren G, for sure. What up, Dukes? Pavia was supposed to be prime quarterback at Jackson State. He showed favor to Shedeur, so Pavia didn't come. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, he was going to be. I mean, it was Shedeur. What they say? He ain't wrong. If C Murder would have been there, oh man, you said something then. So even if Turk would have been there, that Hot Girl song, Hot Girl. If Turk would have been there, Hot Girl would have hit harder for sure. Turk clearly had the hottest verse on Hot Girl for sure. Hey man, I forget some of these comments, boy. Y'all crazy. Willie said, I think it would have been the same story. I don't know, man. Wayne was really like the Michael Jackson of the Hot Boys. Juvie was the one, but Wayne was like Michael Jackson in the Jackson 5. Like when you heard Wayne, that the young Wayne, man, when they played that I'm on Fire, if that would have been Wayne, I don't know, dog. Dorkin said, "Don't Let Me didn't win. I must have missed that anthem." Manny Fresh was looking like an auntie, and Birdman staring at them fellas like he lost it. Yeah, boy, Birdman about crazy, bro. Yeah, Saucy Vet said, look what they were saying about Arch Manning. He was projected to be drafted in the first round until he started struggling this year. You're right. Wait, he's and that's in reference to me saying that I don't, that Jude's plan is to be like a 3-year guy. I mean, not a 3-year guy, but I don't see him being like a 5-year guy. You're right. You got to play the football. Yeah, he said, I think a lot of people forgot how hard Battle was. Man, I know I did. Man, Battle was so hard, bro. Jeez. Mr. Ice Cream Man was my ish. Yeah, Ice Cream Man was hard too. They No Limit. No, they love to sample an old R&B song. They love that. That was that Miss LA. Turn out the lights. Before you turn out the lights. Why was P running like he was on a treadmill? I told y'all on Morning Run, that's what P was gonna do. If P was gonna do anything, he was gonna get his steps in. I watched the old video of P on the Soul Train Awards from like 98, 99. I did the math. P probably was about 33, 34 at the time. Man, P used to be doing high knees. That was nothing compared to what he was doing 30 years ago, 25 years ago. Man, P knees was way up here, boy. We forgot P was an NBA athlete, boy. P was running. No, that man got 20. That man had 20,000 steps in. For sure. That's his dance, though. Sabrina said, I said the same thing about Wayne, Mystical Turk. Master P ain't no joke. The Mia X, that's who we forgot who was hard. We forgot how hard Mia X was. With my adult ears listening to Mia X, she was really, really good. I think as a teenager, I wasn't listening to lyrics. I was listening to beats and what got you crying. I wasn't really listening to lyrics like that when I was 13, 14, 15. But as an adult, going back and listening to what Mia X was really saying, she was going crazy. On No Limit Soldiers, Mia X went off, dog. Yeah, we never talk about Mia X and the greatest lyricists for females, but you got to put her in there, bro. You got to. C-Murder, Down for My Ninjas, for sure. If he would have been there, I think Snoop came out to that one. He said, I was in here jamming. I'm just saying, boy, you crazy. Dr. George, what's up, Dr. G? Pat got to go. Yeah. A lot of folks mad at Coach Pat, man. Coach Pat cool with me though, man. He always treat me good when I see him. But yeah, man, I don't get to make the decision no way or the other. So you know what I'm saying. K Hud said Chico gonna be the OC next year. Man, the tight end gonna get the ball every time if Chico the OC. He said, I ain't seen Cordell or Westbrook all season. Man, you know what? We had both of them on the Morning Run. I'm gonna ask Uncle Neely because yeah, they both was on the Morning Run before the season started. The makeup, Dr. George said, the makeup of a true OC is to have an identity. What is CU identity? Right now, their identity is can't handle the blitz. That's what the book is, and everybody knows it. Right now, is if you want to beat CU, you got to blitz them. So I think they'll be working on picking up that blitz this week. And it's not even just about picking it up. It's about what do you do when you see it, identifying ID in the mic, understanding who's coming, who's not, and going to a hot read. I saw they wanted to run slot fade, but that slot fade hard to do when you got a 250-pound guy in your face. So we'll see. James Stalin said, "What's Juju like off the field, dude's good kid? Man, great kid. Juju is funny. Like, he's funny in like how can I describe Juju? Jew is like the person who, you ever see a person that's so well put together, and then when you just get them to the side, they could be like a total goofball and be like the coolest person ever. But when it's time to work, they all business. That's Juju. Like Juju is like a 1,000% businessman, cerebral assassin. He thinks, he loves talking ball, but when it's time for him to be silly, he knows how to be silly. And I feel like he has a great balance of knowing when to turn that on and off. But when it's business time, it's business time. Like his dad, shout out to his pops TC, man. He raised a killer. Great kid though. That young gentleman that was standing next to him, watching him, that one day will be that next OC next year. We'll see. As Vaughn said, maybe it's not Pat. It's all about seeing, reading, defense, and execution. I think they got equal parts in it for sure. Arch actually played pretty decent against Mississippi State. I missed the game. I missed it. K Hud said Wayne stayed away because he knew Birdman was gonna spaz. Yeah, Birdman been tripping. Man, you know how it is. Like when folks start to get older, man, Birdman act like Birdman be acting like, man, there's something going on. Like, Birdman, well, you banging too hard. Boy, you gotta be 60, man. Okay, you gotta do all that banging right now. That Birdman, like he wanted to fight that night. Like, boy, that look ain't good for nobody, man. I know it just made me want to fight. James Styles said that backup for Texas threw a beautiful game with a touchdown pass. That's the scary part. Man, don't let Texas. So Texas is like Auburn, except their offense is better than Auburn's. But if Texas got help from that offense for real, that defense biting. Dog, hey man. Hey, the air traffic controllers in Atlanta at Hartsville Airport, they ain't get paid this week, dog. Hold up, we gotta listen to this. Man, the air traffic. Oh, I think because of the government shutdown, the air traffic controllers didn't get their paychecks. Bro, what? How you don't pay the air traffic controllers? That's the wrong people to play with, man. I don't know about traveling this week. Could call my folks. I'm supposed to go to a game this weekend. I don't know if I want to know about that. It's me that creeping that through the back in the black on black for sure. Man, Juvenile put up that was like if that was basketball, Juvenile would have scored 60. You got to give Juve his flowers. He put everybody on his back. I'm way behind in the chat. High knees is crazy. Yeah, people was running high knees 30 years ago. They said people was on them jiggers, spazzing out. As the P kept leaving the stage for sure. Mia X was crazy. When you are young, you listen to the beats, but you remember she was going up against Mystical and a bunch of men every day. She was holding down back then. Yeah, Mystical was going insane. I think the first time I really listened to lyrics was when Mystical had that verse where he was like, I'm the fly in the kitchen, I'm the pot in, I'm the fire in the candle, I'm the yellow and the mustard, I'm the red and the ketchup. That verse. Y'all remember that verse when Mystical was like, I'm the this and the that, I'm the this and the that. Yeah, that verse, I was like, all right, Mystical snapping. I think the first, I'll tell you now, the verse that really made me listen to rap was when Andre Benjamin quoted Julius Caesar in that rap where he was like, friends roaming country men limit on Black Ice. Andre on Black Ice Good gracious. That's when I really started picking up the lyrics. Cause I was, growing up, I was with the Booty Shake music. Like that's what got the party crunk. So Kilo, Raheem the Dream, um, DJ Smurf, who is Mr. College Park right now, all of that. So, but the Outkast, and when Dre came in on Black Ice, friend Roman Country Man, lend me your eardrum. It was a beautiful day off in the neighborhood. Yellows and grays and hues belief that beneath the lapidated wood. Ain't a thing could explain what pertains to cocaine and same it rain. Summer rolls around. It's all about change. Then they steady move them keys like Bob James. And then there was a record. I saw a Bob James record and I found out he was a piano player. And I was like, oh, this is the greatest lyricist of all time. Had no idea who Bob James was. Mr. Big Play B-Ray said, is Byron Leftwich still with the team? I don't know, bro. I really don't. I wish DMX was still around. Rough Riders versus Wu-Tang versus would have been crazy. Did Rough Riders have enough of Wu-Tang, though? I was thinking Wu-Tang would have had to go against Dungeon Family. But I could be wrong. But, man, DMX, man, he a versus by himself because he was going to win because if he did the thing where he get the praying, over. Them concerts where DMX used to say that prayer, get the crying on stage. Oh, man, you done been to church and beat somebody up the same day. You done beat somebody up before, and then you done prayed and repented on it. You go home feeling good. Well, nobody gonna beat DMX in the verses. Dorkid said, "Don't be empty backfield when they blitz. If you're gonna be empty, you better get rid of it for sure." Marquise Nolan, 6877 said K-Saw is disappointed, not accurate, and it's like he don't trust himself throwing certain passes. Yeah, I'm hoping for the best for him, man. Shout out to him. It says that Pat or the O-line coach. Both. I think the O-line coach. I think IDing what you got to ID. I think that's a little bit of everybody because the center's supposed to ID the mic. Then, but protection's got to be put in place by the OC, and the O-line supposed to execute. So I think they got equal fault. Bailey Boys Kennel, what's up, boy? The issue was K-Salt never checked the defense and changed the play. Yeah. I'm telling you, those teams are watching Buff the Prime because they're giving away CU's playbook. Man, I think everybody you can't never rule out what anybody will do for an advantage. But these teams they get paid a lot of money. I think when you get millions of dollars, like it ain't hard to see. Some of that stuff ain't hard to make out for sure. Hey, dudes, be real, my ninja. Do you think K-Salt has trouble reading defenses? I wouldn't say he got trouble reading defenses. I would say when it comes to making the right decision when you know what's coming. So once you identify whether it's whether it's quarters, cover 3, cover 2 shell, Tampa 2, whatever it is, or you playing the trap defense or it's man-to-man, once you identify what it is, I think understanding the relationship between that and your progressions and whatever passing concept that you're going through, that maybe pre-snap, maybe he could use some pre-snap work reading defenses, but I just don't know enough to say he definitively can't read a defense. Even if I probably, but I can see where I would like to see him be more assertive pre-snap, if that makes sense. That boy said put Draylon in the center, run the wing too. I ain't mad at it. Say slot fade works great when you throw in the Cam Cole and put down a lot of those running around. You know, Auburn love to run it, don't they? How does the team feel about Drew? I don't know. I ain't talked to a ton of kids this year. But I know they feel like he's capable for sure. The ones I have talked to, and it's been about a week or two since I talked to anybody on their team. Maybe 3, maybe about before the bye, since I talked to any players. But they feel like Drew is capable. They feel like Salt is capable too. They see it. I say Birdman always been that way. Oh, we talking about banging hard, man. I gotta get caught up on these chats. He said you don't need to bang that hard at 60. Man, I'm telling you, man, Birdman out there banging hard. Like, I feel like he wanted to fight. I feel like Birdman really thought it was like a boxing match. Like, he really wanted to fight No Limit. The way he was talking so hard. Birdman came through with the same energy like Gucci Man came with at the verses went against Jeezy. That's the energy Birdman had. He came with that energy. SNAP benefits not coming through November 1st. My ass gonna be back. Bro, what's wrong with you, bro? But you right though. That's what we need, number 45. Hey, dude, you actually hit that with Zam the right way. Most people struggle saying it if you're not from Louisiana. Man, I'm about 50% when I said, man, one of my best partners in the world from New Orleans. He from actually, man, he from Ninth Ward. He went to Kennedy High School. My boy Weezy, Wayne Mitchell. Oh, matter of fact, we put him on the morning run last year. Wayne, my real partner. We was talking about that Marco Killingworth stuff. But he played basketball at Auburn. That's one of my best friends. Shout out to Weezy, man. TSA not getting paid either. Oh, man. Boy, that's why that line was off the chain last week. Oh, hold on. When the paychecks start getting missed? I need to know. I'm finna get that pre-check. I got clear already. The clear, they redid it in Atlanta Airport just to clear, not to clear with the pre-check, just regular clear line. Man, that's the jug right now. If you flying through Atlanta Airport, don't go clear pre-check. Free game. Just go clear. Don't go pre-check line. Go clear. The clear line downstairs on the north terminal, on the north side, man, never no line now. They redid it. Fastest thing in the airport. To anyone who's listening, air traffic controllers actually get paid well. And man, I tried to go be an air traffic controller, man. They was making $130 a year back in like 2009, 2010. The only thing was you gotta get in there before you turn 30, I think. The FAA said you got to get in there before you 20, maybe it's 28, 29. I don't know what the cutoff is. But yeah, man, I was trying to, man, once I found out about that, I was trying to go do it. Hold on, I'm gonna ask ChatGPT. Age cutoff. Age cutoff to be air traffic controller. 31 years old. So I was born, that must have been 2011. I was trying to go do that. That's that Lil Wayne block burner. Thunderback, OK7, OKC 107, Kings 101. Man, goofy folks don't realize history repeats itself when people don't pay attention. Oh, okay. Uh-oh, don't jump, bitch, move. I read that perfect right. Yeah. Man, Mystical album. I do not agree with nothing Mystical did. But dog, the best album, song, start to finish, in my opinion, on No Limit was Mystical Unpredictable. Unbelievable album. It was between that and Ghetto Dope. But from start to finish, track for track, Unpredictable and Ghetto Dope, best two. Take your pick, but Unpredictable was so crazy. The beats on there, good gracious. The last shutdown, air traffic control was the one who made them pass the bit. Yeah, man. They said it took. Look, the news in Atlanta just said that it took them 5 years to get that check, to get that check they missed back. They just now they it took 5 years to get it. I'm trying to get down. I missed a lot of them, y'all. Oz Brian said, Dukes, I mess with you, but I notice you don't say too much when it comes to salt. I understand. No, he'll see, yeah, man. It's so many people that pride themselves in saying, I'm gonna say it. It's so many people that's gonna say it. We all see it. I just don't like saying it because, you know, maybe when they get to be like professionals, I'm a little harder, but I work with so many college kids and I just know, you know what I mean? So I try not to, even when they can be sorry, they can be bad as two left shoes. I might say, when it gets to a certain point, yeah, like last week, that's what I'm saying. You got to give Jew a chance because you done gave Salt every chance you can give him, but I want to see him be successful though, for real. Hey, here we go. Hey, Dukes, I got a good question for you. Where are these young weirdos coming from trying to tell people that R. Kelly would pack up Stevie Wonder in the verses? Man, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Man, I had somebody tell me that R. Kelly would pack up Michael Jackson. True story. I had somebody tell me R. Kelly would pack up Mike Jack. Yeah. Mike Jack. Man, I think and they say it's the writing. If you put the writing in, Stevie Wonder wrote so much stuff, but man, Stevie Wonder just dog. Ooh, Stevie Wonder with that harmonica. Man, what if Stevie Wonder got on that Travis Scott song? Stevie Wonder was just on Travis Scott album a couple years ago. Stop trying to be God. Yeah, they were talking about Steve. Man, R. Kelly and Michael Jackson. Man, them folks told me R. Kelly would beat Michael Jackson. What? Ain't no way. Huh? In a versus performance, all Mike got to do is moonwalk over. Over. Who's packing up? Babyface. Mm, who Babyface went against in versus? Was that Teddy Riley? Secret Life of Plants by Steve, my favorite. Yeah, that's a good one. Hey, that Fiend, 10th grade year, I had just transferred. I had just got put out of Westlake High School. That Fiend drop. I listened to Fiend every morning before school. Fiend was snapping. That album so hard, bro. I'm finna listen to it when I get out this. When I get out this show, I'm putting the Fiend album on. If Mystical and Ghetto Dope was 1 and 2, Fiend is a very, 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 very viable candidate for that second, the third spot. I could even say it's the second best. I think Mystical first. That Fiend album was so solid, bro. So solid. Man, Teddy, like, yeah, Teddy Riley, man. When you talk, I mean, Blackstreet, Guy, um, Teddy Riley, man. Teddy Riley got a song. I will always respect this. And y'all know Guy like my favorite group outside of Jodeci. But Teddy's Jam, part 1, the whole song don't say nothing but jam. Oh, jam. Jam. Teddy, jam for me. That's the whole song. That mother jamming so hard. So hard. Y'all remember with Prime, when he used to do Cam Newton highlights and he'd say Cam. Teddy Riley on that Teddy's Jam. The music's so good. I'm finna listen to that too. Teddy Jam for me, man. So my sisters are 54 and 53. So they was in high school when I was like in 3rd grade. And so, but that's what I used to listen to, that Guy album. Tape. Well, I think they had that's when tapes was getting like real popular. And they had all the albums too. And what I used to do, I don't know if they watching this, but they probably know, but I used to take their albums and scratch it. Like, I'll play the album and scratch it like this. Like I was a DJ. And I was tearing their albums up, scratching the hell out of them. I don't know if they ever figured that out. Regina and Cheryl, if y'all listening, I'm sorry. Yeah, that Teddy Jam was going. It ain't even no words. Man, Teddy Jam, great music. Another song that didn't have that ain't got a ton of words that I love is gospel song. They ain't got a lot of words to it. It's 4-bar verses, but John P. Key, Jesus is real. Boy, I listen, man. Boy, what? 4-bar verses. I don't even really know what he's saying. It's almost like I believe John P. Key was freestyling on that song. Sometimes you feel in low, nowhere to go. Jesus is a friend. Dun, dun, dun. Over with. Oh, Oz Bryant said on that, dum, dum, nitty. They were saying anything. That beat was just going so crazy. Dum, dum, nitty. Dum, 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 dum. Teddy Jam for me. I played that joint so much. Cam was like, oh, again, Dad. Man, I'm gonna tell you what song I played, and I'll let y'all go. I played the song. Man, I don't know if y'all remember the 5 Heartbeats. The song when right before when Flash joined the group. Y'all remember when Flash joined the group on 5 Heartbeats? They played that song. God, every time I try to leave, always put Back in the Middle. Back in the Middle. Oh, I love that song. If y'all ain't went to go listen to the 5 Heartbeat soundtrack, go listen to it on Apple Music. Back in the Middle goes so crazy. The song where they put Flash in the group and they came out right before old girl, right before Duck broke up with the girl that JT was messing with before. Who said, I love the one Duck was chasing the whole time? That song. Every time I try to leave. Jules said Cam around the house calling Guy Unk music, and man, he be weighing me out about being the Unk. He said like, he be telling his friends, my daddy don't know if he an uncle or YN. You gotta watch him. He be like, yeah, my daddy a YN /Unk. Did we ever do top 5 movie soundtracks? We did it and we never finished. We're gonna bring that back. I know it's football season, but we had some bangers. We went through and you know what? I ain't even had no setup where we could go through and really read what was going on. This is what we might do. Man, we might do a members only and make it private. No. Man, we just gonna play the music, bump the monetization. We just gonna play the music. And if then y'all want to support, we'll just throw some super chats in there. But we're gonna play the music. We might do our own verses. Yeah. We never finish. Cause Mr. Big Play P. Ray, ball. That's my favorite all-time soundtrack of all time. Above the Rim, SWV, anything. Tupac, Pain, Hello. But that anything, that's one of my favorite songs too. Anticipation. What? I'm so happy that I'm the lucky one. Man, growing up, I wanted to be one of them basketball players in the video. I was like, oh yeah, when I get old, I'll be going with one of them SWV girls. For sure. Anything was going crazy, bro. Then at Tupac, Pain, I can't help but notice your pain. Share it with me. They never take me alive. Man, pour out a little liquor. No. Boomerang was hard too, but Above the Rim had that extra oomph with the rap, like H-Town. Hold up, man. Look, we're gonna pull this up. Hold up, we're gonna pull this up before we get up out of here. I'm cheating because y'all know this is my favorite. Oh, this is the real fam here tonight. Okay. Sometimes this the real fam in here tonight, for sure. Man, H-Town. Oh, Sweet Sable, Old Time Sake. I forgot about that. Y'all forgot about that one. Regulate. Afro Puffs. I'm still in love with you, Al. Be sure. What? Dog Pound for life. Man. Aaron Hall gonna give it to you. Yeah. This one pretty nasty. Mr. Big Bay, yeah. East Side stand up for sure, my dog. Appreciate that $5 super chat, man. The Preacher's Wife soundtrack for Christmas. I gotta go check that out. I ain't heard it. Oz Brown said, I want a Plenty Talent Show singing 112 song. Yeah. Jason Leary. Jason Leary soundtrack. Love and Basketball was a sleeper. I'm gonna tell you the soundtrack that made me change my mind a little bit. Y'all hit me with. Y'all, the first time y'all hit me with that Soul Food soundtrack. I ain't know. I didn't know. I slept on the Soul Food soundtrack. Soul Food soundtrack was too crazy. Oh man. Oh man. They cheated, dog. Soul Food soundtrack cheated. Oh my. They might have won, bro. Golly. Hey man. Hold up, bro. Soul Food soundtrack cheated, bro. We gotta look at this. We gonna do a seeding show. We gonna go through and do a show. We gonna make a tournament bracket for soundtracks. Dog, look at this, bro. Look at this. A Song for Mama is one. I don't remember this number 2 song with Jay-Z, but Jay-Z on there. What About Us? Yeah, I know that song was hard. I don't remember this one. I do remember We Not Making Love No More. Escape with that Let's Do It Again. Outkast In Due Time. Who say good folks is not supposed to die? The same folks that said that niggas not supposed to cry. United States giving out milk and food to pacify. Man. They say they got a cure for AIDS, but yet it's classified. In Due Time, they got me right there. Slow Jam with Usher and Monica. This the sleeper. How y'all get September on the soundtrack? That's cheating. Earth, Wind, and Fire, September. How you get that on the soundtrack? That's cheating. That's The Wood. Hey boy, we're gonna make a bracket for that. The Wood though. The Wood, man, bro. So listen, The Wood was the first, like, that was when I kind of grew up. The summer before my senior year in high school, man, I had finally got like a fine girlfriend, like a bad one. Something before senior year, The Wood came out. We go to the movies. We go to Magic Johnson Theater. Man, I'm fresh, pocket full of money. You know, I've been working. That was my third. I had started working at 14. So by the time I was 16 going into my senior year. Graduated at 17. Man, the Wood soundtrack, Mystical and Outkast, My Neck of the Woods. Man, the Wood soundtrack, bro. Man, you just core memories, man. Core memories, dog. Core memories. Oh man, time be going too fast, dog. Golly. Man, I feel like I was just there yesterday. We got my 25th reunion my 25-year reunion this weekend. I'm gonna be gone, but I'm gonna go to one of the events. Shout out to Banneker High School, man. Oh, I ain't even checked Facebook. Let me see what's going on. Man, somebody on Facebook today said, y'all remember when Dave and Buster's was a club? Man, in the early 2000s, Dave and Buster's was the club to hit on the weekend in Atlanta. I remember them days. That was fun. Yep. The Wood, 1999. I'll never forget it. Man, Neck of the Woods, Mystical and Outkast, DMX, The Hood from Cash Money, Belts to Match, The Piece to Chains, The Gelts to Match, The Alligators, the Piece to Chain, The Gangster Hats, The Alligator Shoes with the Belts to Match. Freeze Come Out at Night, they got Houdini on there. Make the music with your mind. Oh yeah, that Biz Markie. If this world were mine. Yeah, Wood was hard. The Wood was hard. Carlton Miller, what's up, my guy? Every time you talk, boy, I graduated. Hey, you came out 2000. Yeah. Oh yeah, boy, I'm a week older than you because your birthday today. Yeah, you came out 2000 for sure. Twin them. Hey, Oz, where you went to school? Yep, that's how I was at Auburn. I ain't turned 18 till October 20th in 2000. I was already, so when I got to school, I was 17. Yep. Hey, Dukes, let's go way back before your time with the Claudine soundtrack. All right, listen. Now, Vaughn, I don't know what this is. I'm gonna go look. I said I'm gonna go look. I'm gonna go look. Well, I sounded like I was fresh out the bit. Well, I'm gonna go look real quick because Vaughn, you know you my girl. We're gonna look at the Claudine soundtrack. What movie is that? I'm gonna see how many of these songs I know, Vaughn. Oh, Gladys Knight did the soundtrack. Okay. Oh, snap. Okay, you put us on game then. Tucker in the house for sure. Oh, you went to Stevenson for sure. Black and blue Jaguar. Paint Job Stevenson, the black and blue Jaguar. Yeah, you was out there with them ball boys. James Donaldson, you got Ellis starting center at Auburn. Man, his dad, man, shout out his daddy too. His daddy cool. He's so proud. He was like, man, my boy down there, a grown man at 17 playing ball, going crazy. Omar Mapson, 17 too. Oh man, we got a couple super chats here. My bad, y'all. Let me see. Success Nation Network said $4.99. Appreciate it, my dog. The Bodyguard, Whitney Houston. Y'all remember when she won every? I remember that like yesterday, bro. She won every award it was. Entertainment Tonight might as well. The only thing they was talking about. My mom used to love Entertainment Tonight and hard copy. That's what she used to watch. So whatever mama was watching, that's what I was watching. So Entertainment Tonight. Whitney Houston ran her and Kevin Costner. They ran Entertainment Tonight back then. Shout out, aka Whitty Hutton. Shout out to bro, man. Soul Food and Above the Rim. That's a nice trio. Success Nation. And he became a member. Appreciate it, my bro. Love. G Bama Boy became a member tonight. Love, dog. And my boy Carlton Miller just dropped a $5 super chat, man. I appreciate that, my brother. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perrin, like I said, my sis has credits on Soul Food. She was at LaFace. That's Atlanta history. Shout out to your sister being at LaFace. Now, we don't talk about this soundtrack, but we got to talk about this soundtrack while we talking about soundtracks. Y'all don't know nothing about. Okay, grew up with Trillville. Okay, for sure. Don P got a podcast with my partner Moss B. The Atlanta Culture Podcast. Shout out to Moss B. They on the Big Fast Network. I don't know if y'all seen it, but I got me and Juju Gotti from the Dan Levitar show. We just put out a show. We got a sports show that we working on. We just did a pilot on Big Fast Network too. Shout out to Screen. Shout out to Big Bank. Shout out to Jade. Shout out to Derek. Shout out to Shy. But yeah, so y'all gonna see more of that coming out too. But definitely we just got picked up by the Big Fast Network. And Bank got that interview with Lucci coming out. It's crazy. Bank going crazy. Bank, Scream, and Jay going absolutely crazy right now. But Bank especially going crazy. After that thug, out of here. Oh, I said Don P used to have my mama. That's hard, bro. They said Claudine is movie with James Earl Jones Tracy Morgan got Tracy Morgan mama pregnant. That's what he said. That's crazy. Woodstock. Okay. What's up, Dennis? Hey, what my boy Bruce at, man? Bruce Dwayne. All right, look, we're gonna do the Shaft 2000 soundtrack, and I'm gonna let y'all go because my man said sister worked at LaFace. Y'all know how I love my sisters, so shout out to your sisters. Man, going back and looking at these songs from 2000, man, just bringing up nostalgia. Man, the original Shaft theme was number one. R. Kelly had that song, I'm a Bad Man. R. Kelly all over this too. R. Kelly had 2 songs. Donnell Jones had that Do What I Gotta Do song. Alicia Keys, Rock With You. Big Gipp, hardest solo song he ever had. When you come through here, we serving. When you walk through here, we serving. When you ride through here, we serving. And if you call, all we do is say, come on, take it to the point. Big Gipp serving on this album. Outkast and UGK, they first song together, Tough Guy. Now, this is when I knew Andre. Now, I thought Andre 3000 was pretty good. This is when I started looking at him like the greatest of all time. If you go back and listen to this verse from Outkast and UGK, Tough Guy, Andre 3000 hit a backflip on this song, dog. Then right after that, Tip, he was still TIP at the time. T.I. and Beanie Siegel got a song on the soundtrack called 2 Glock 9s, went crazy. Tip and Beanie Siegel. Summer Rain, Carl Thomas, which y'all didn't know that Heavy D produced Summer Rain. Automatic, Sleepy Brown, and Big Rube and Backbone, Too Hard. Man. Mystical, some of y'all ain't gonna see tomorrow. Y'all remember that? Ain't gonna see tomorrow, Mystical? Y'all slept on this Shaft 2000 soundtrack. This is what we gonna do. We gonna make a bracket. And we gotta pick the bracket. Let's say we're gonna do 16 teams, 16 soundtracks, and we're gonna seed them. We're gonna take a show and seed them. And then like we'll do a show and we'll do like quarterfinal round. We'll do round 1, round 2, round 3. Yeah, because some of our football teams ain't doing too well. We need something to take our minds off of it. And then look, I know we can't play this type stuff, so it'll be the one where I don't get no money for it. Y'all come through, drop a couple super chats, and we'll keep the party going. All right, y'all. Look, I'm finna slide, sleep. See y'all tomorrow. All right, man. Love y'all for sure.